Good morning, student. After understanding the properties of inverse trigonometric functions, now in this video we will discuss questions from exercise 2.2 NCERT. Now question number first and second I had already explained in the previous video. Now we come to question number third. Tan inverse 2 by 11 plus tan inverse 7 by 24 is equal to tan inverse 1 by 2. We start from the left hand side. Now tan inverse x plus tan inverse y. There is a formula tan inverse x plus tan inverse y is x plus y over 1 minus xy. So when we apply this formula in the left hand side, so our left hand side becomes tan inverse. Now x is 2 by 11, y is 7 by 24. So 2 by 11 plus 7 by 24 over 1 minus 2 by 11 into 7 by 24. Now we only have to simplify this. We have our answer. So when you take the LCM, 48 plus 77 divided by this 11 into 24, that is 264 minus 14. So it becomes tan inverse 125 upon 250. So when you simplify this question, you have tan inverse 1 by 2. This is our right hand side. Now in question number 4, 2 tan inverse 1 by 2 plus tan inverse 1 by 7, we have to prove that this is equal to tan inverse 31 by 17. So again we start from the left hand side. Now as here we have 2 tan inverse 1 by 2. So first we convert this 2 tan inverse 1 by 2 in terms of tan inverse. So as we know the formula, 2 tan inverse x is equal to tan inverse 2x over 1 minus x square. So first we apply this result to convert 2 tan inverse 1 by 2 in terms of tan inverse. So our x is 1 by 2 according to this term. So 2 into 1 by 2, 1 minus 1 by 4. To simplify this result, we have 1 upon 3 by 4 and it becomes tan inverse 4 by 3. So now our left hand side is, this value is equal to tan inverse 4 by 3 plus tan inverse 1 by 7, which is given in the question. Now again the same formula, tan inverse x plus tan inverse y is tan inverse 4 by 3 plus 1 by 7 upon 1 minus 4 by 3 into 1 by 7. Now simplify this. Tan inverse 28 plus 3 upon 21 minus 4. So when we simplify this result, we have it tan inverse 31 by 17, which is our right hand side. Now question number 5. Here we have to simplify the given statement. Tan inverse root 1 plus x square minus 1 upon x. We want to simplify this result. So in such type of questions, you need to learn some important points. That is, if in a question it is given root 1 plus x square, then we will put x equal to tan theta or cot theta. We prefer to use as tan theta. Similarly, if in the question it is given root 1 minus x square, then we put x sin theta or cos theta. Same if we have root x square minus 1. In that case, we prefer to put x as secant theta or cosecant theta. So our main purpose of calculation is we need to simplify this inverse part. So this will be simplified only if we convert this in terms of tan theta. So in this case, we put x is equal to tan theta. So when we put x equal to tan theta, it becomes tan inverse 1 plus tan square theta minus 1 upon tan theta. This will become tan inverse. Now root 1 plus tan square theta is equal to secant theta minus 1 upon tan theta. Now change this to sin cos. So this become tan inverse sine theta this become 1 by cos theta minus 1 upon sine theta upon cos theta. So when we simplify this result, tan inverse 1 minus cos theta upon sine theta. Now use half angle formulas. This become 2 sine square theta by 2 upon 2 sine theta by 2 cos theta by 2. So these two cancel, one sine cancel. We have tan inverse tan theta by 2 and this will become theta by 2. And if we want to write the answer, theta by 2, 1 by 2, theta is tan inverse x. So when we want to simplify this result, its simplification form is 1 by 2 tan inverse x. So we need to use the trigonometric concept here. After substitution, this to be converted in terms of simplified form. So change secant as 1 by cos theta and then use half angle formulas. This will change to tan theta by 2. And this condition is given in every question to just ensure that our values lies within the principal branch. Now next question number 8 is, we have to simplify this expression tan inverse cos x minus sin x over cos x plus sin x. Now here we divide the numerator and the denominator by cos x. So when we divide the numerator and the denominator by cos x, cos by cos 1, this become tan x upon, it is also 1 plus tan x. So in class 11th you all have done the formula. This 1 minus tan x over 1 plus tan x is tan pi by 4 minus x. So this become pi by 4 minus x. So tan inverse tan pi by 4 minus x, because this angle belongs to the principal branch of this tan inverse function. Now next question number 10 is, tan inverse this expression we have to simplify. So again we try to convert this as a formula of tan. So we convert this as tan 3 theta. For this we need to put x is equal to a tan theta. So it becomes 3a square a tan theta minus a cube tan cube theta bracket close upon a cube minus 3a square tan square theta. So when we simplify this result, here we have a cube, here also a cube and again a cube. So if we take this a cube common, it will cancel. So we have 3 tan theta minus tan cube theta divided by 1 minus 3 tan square theta. So as we know, this is the formula of tan inverse tan 3 theta, and which is equal to 3 theta because x is greater than or equal to minus a by root 3 less than or equal to a by root 3. If we put x is equal to a tan theta here, then a will cancel, and if we try to write the value of theta, it belongs to the principal branch of tan inverse. So 3 into theta we can write from this equation, that is x equal to a tan theta. Here theta is tan inverse x upon a. So this is the simplification of this expression. In every question, one conditions are given along with the statement. They are only to ensure that this angle lies within the principal branch.